Time to wake up. The Pittsburgh Steelers just had one of the most boring trade deadlines under general manager Omar Khan. They're usually active during the event, but this time they failed to make an impact. They added Kyle Duggar last week, which was a nice move by the GM. While they did make some alterations to their roster, nothing has moved the needle like you'd prefer. Khan is known as a bold, deal-making decision-maker at the trade table, but this time he played it safe. He wasn't thrilled with the high prices around the NFL, and it led to a newsless day. Everyone envisioned Pittsburgh staying in multiple trade conversations leading up to the trade deadline. They did continue to negotiate, but nothing materialized across the finish line. The Steelers could have used a legit receiver upgrade, but they failed to accept the prices for the likes of Jacoby Myers and Rashid Shaheed, both rumored to join the Steelers. Those two upgrades at the receiver position will play the remainder of the season elsewhere. Time ran out for Khan to improve the roster, and that decision could come back to haunt the team this season. Pittsburgh Steelers GM Omar Khan just laid a debilitating egg at the trade deadline. Although the current roster is coming off a massive win over the Indianapolis Colts last week, there are plenty of concerns littered across the depth chart. An injury at just a few key positions could derail the Steelers' chances of competing this season. You can say that for most NFL teams, but it is only intensified for Pittsburgh. Khan's failure to address those potential issues is troubling. While finding an upgrade over Roman Wilson and Calvin Austin III would have been nice, other issues are being overlooked. Isaac Seumalo is dealing with a nagging injury that could get worse. If it does, Pittsburgh's offensive line will take a massive hit. They could have used some depth in the trenches on both sides of the ball as insurance in case certain injuries hit them this season. Cornerback is another area that could have used some help before the trade deadline passed. Perhaps Khan is willing to call Asante Samuel Jr. to see if he is willing to join the team. Their depth at cornerback continues to dwindle as Jalen Ramsey moves to safety and Darius Slay fails to show he is a reliable starter at his advanced age. They could have used some help in the secondary. It might be smart in the long run for Khan not to pay the expensive prices that he wasn't comfortable with before the trade deadline. Time will tell if his lack of moves was the right decision or not. Other teams around the NFL got better going into the final half of the season, while the Steelers sat on their hands. Khan better be right, or there will be another playoff flub once again. Former Steeler Ben Roethlisberger didn't pull any punches when discussing Aaron Rodgers' performance during the Pittsburgh Steelers' Week 9 win over the Indianapolis Colts. While Rodgers helped the team snap a two-game losing streak with a 27-20 victory, Roethlisberger, who received a call to come out of retirement by one team earlier this year, says one decision stood out, and it signals where Rodgers should focus moving forward. The Steelers ended their skid and improved their position in the AFC playoff picture, leading to a surprising stance by Rodgers after the game, but their reliance on other targets instead of perhaps their most dangerous weapon caught Roethlisberger's attention. Rodgers completed just 2 of 4 passes to DK Metcalf, totaling only 6 yards, while tight end Darnell Washington logged 6 targets. "If you want to throw it, then throw it to your monster down there," Roethlisberger said during his podcast, Footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger. He added, "And there's nothing against Darnell Washington, but Aaron's feeding him a lot. I'd be slamming the ball to DK all day." Roethlisberger pointed to a key moment late in the game where Rodgers opted to target Washington on a 4th-and-goal play instead of Metcalf. "They ran a double slant and I was screaming on the snap, 'DK,'" he said. And he puts it on Washington. DK's expecting that ball. Mount Washington wasn't expecting the ball.
You saw it hit him right in the chest.
It was a great throw. You agree you are 18 or over. We use your sign-up to provide content in ways you've consented to and improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our knowledge of you. Unsubscribe at any time. More info. Metcalf, the 6'4", 229-pound wideout, signed a 5-year, $150 million extension this offseason and has already logged solid numbers with 29 catches for 167 yards and 5 touchdowns in 8 games. Rodgers, meanwhile, has thrown 17 touchdowns and 5 interceptions on the season, totaling 1,692 passing yards en route to a 5-3 record atop the AFC North. From Roethlisberger's standpoint, it's simple. When you've invested heavily in a weapon like Metcalf, let the guy be your go-to. The Steelers' offense is loaded, but it appeared to lean toward other options in a moment that mattered most. Now, as Pittsburgh heads into Sunday Night Football against the Los Angeles Chargers, the former quarterback hopes that Rodgers remembers who his monster is. The 41-year-old and Metcalf have been carving out chemistry since the offseason, and it's clear the expectation is high. Roethlisberger acknowledged positive signs early on, but insisted the quarterback must keep his target locked in. DK is a lead-by-example guy, Rodgers said in the offseason. He's a big reason I'm in Pittsburgh as well. Conversations that we had, and just the kind of person that he is. At the start of the year, I didn't really know DK at all. He's like, I work out at 6 a.m. every day. I'm like, okay, this guy has discipline, this guy has a drive. I said, how about 8 o'clock because I'm going to have to drive from Malibu to UCLA? He said, yeah, that's fine. He's not just a specimen, but he's a really solid human being. The secondary of the Pittsburgh Steelers is in a state of flux. Injuries have decimated the safety depth and forced starting cornerback Jalen Ramsey to move to the free safety position. At the same time, veteran Darius Slay has struggled to stay on the field, and even when he's played, his skills have dipped. But this situation could easily be fixed if the Steelers signed free agent cornerback Asante Samuel Jr. Samuel was medically cleared to return to practice this week and will not be out of work for long. Samuel was lost after 4 games in the 2024 season with a spine injury that was originally diagnosed as a stinger. Prior to his injury, Samuel was one of the best cover corners in the draft. In 2023 with the Los Angeles Chargers, Samuel was the number 25 overall cornerback according to Pro Football Focus with a 73.9 grade. Through 4 seasons, Samuel has 47 starts and is still only 26 years old. Samuel would be an ideal pairing with Joey Porter Jr. and give Pittsburgh the freedom to limit Slay's reps and give Brandon Eccles a larger role along with Corey Trice when he returns.